Jezebel. Queen Jezebel is often depicted negatively in the Bible, particularly in the Old Testament. She was the wife of King Ahab of Israel and is portrayed as promoting idolatry and leading the people away from the worship of God. Jezebel is famously associated with the incident involving Naboth's vineyard, where she orchestrated the unjust death of Naboth to acquire his vineyard for her husband. Athaliah. Athaliah was a queen of Judah, known for her ruthless pursuit of power. She was the daughter of Ahab and Jezebel and became the queen of Judah through marriage. Athaliah's reign was marked by her attempts to eliminate the royal seed, leading her to order the execution of her own grandchildren to secure her position. Vashti, mentioned in the Book of Esther. While Vashti is not explicitly labeled as evil, her refusal to obey King Xerxes' command to appear before him during a feast led to her being deposed. This event in the Book of Esther sets the stage for Esther to become queen. Some interpretations view Vashti as defiant and disobedient, while others see her actions as a stand for her own dignity. Jezebel is perhaps one of the most infamous queens in the Bible, known for her association with idolatry, persecution of prophets, and manipulation of power. She appears prominently in the books of Kings in the Old Testament. Jezebel, a Phoenician princess, married King Ahab of Israel, forming an alliance between Israel and Phoenicia. Her influence on Ahab led to the promotion of Baal worship and the erection of temples dedicated to pagan gods. This marked a departure from the exclusive worship of Yahweh, the God of Israel. One of the pivotal incidents involving Jezebel is the showdown on Mount Carmel between the prophet Elijah and the prophets of Baal. Jezebel supported the prophets of Baal, and after their defeat, she vowed to kill Elijah. Fleeing for his life, Elijah experienced God's protection. Another notorious incident involves the vineyard of Naboth. When Naboth refused to sell his vineyard to Ahab, Jezebel orchestrated a scheme to have Naboth falsely accused and executed. This allowed Ahab to take possession of the coveted vineyard, showcasing Jezebel's ruthless pursuit of her desires. Jezebel's legacy is one of corruption, defiance against the worship of God, and the persecution of God's prophets. The consequences of her actions ultimately led to the downfall of her family. As predicted by the prophet Elijah, Athaliah, the daughter of Ahab and Jezebel, was married to Jehoram, the king of Judah. After her husband's death, she sought to solidify her grip on power. Her actions are recorded in the books of Kings and Chronicles. Upon the death of her son Ahaziah, Athaliah seized the opportunity to eliminate potential threats to her reign. She ordered the execution of all the royal heirs, including her own grandchildren. This brutal act aimed to secure her position on the throne of Judah. However, one child, Joash, was rescued by his aunt and hidden in the temple. Joash's survival was crucial in later events, as he was eventually anointed as king and Athaliah was overthrown. Athaliah's ruthless pursuit of power and the willingness to kill her own kin for political gain exemplify the darker aspects of leadership and the consequences of moral compromise. Her story also highlights the resilience of the royal lineage, as Joash's survival played a crucial role in restoring righteous rule in Judah. Herodias. While not a queen in the traditional sense, Herodias, a princess in the New Testament, is often associated with moral corruption. Herodias is mentioned in the Gospels of Matthew and Mark in the context of the beheading of John the Baptist. Herodias married her brother-in-law, Herod Antipas, after divorcing her first husband, Herod Philip. This marriage was condemned by John the Baptist, who openly criticized the union. Herod Antipas, influenced by Herodias, eventually imprisoned John the Baptist. The infamous event occurred during a banquet when Herodias' daughter, Salome, danced for Herod Antipas. Pleased with her performance, Herod offered her anything she desired, up to half of his kingdom. At the instigation of her mother, Salome requested the head of John the Baptist on a platter. Herodias' role in this event is one of manipulation and moral compromise. Her willingness to use her daughter to achieve a gruesome goal reveals the depths of her moral decay and the corruption within the ruling family. The beheading of John the Baptist serves as a tragic consequence of the intertwining of political power and personal vendettas. Conclusion: these three queens, Jezebel, Athaliah, and Herodias, stand out in biblical narratives for their roles in promoting idolatry, ruthlessly pursuing power, and engaging in morally questionable actions. Their stories serve as cautionary tales, illustrating the destructive consequences of deviating from moral principles and the corrupting influence of power. Jezebel's legacy is one of idolatry, persecution, and manipulation. Athaliah's brutal actions to secure her throne highlight the dangers of unchecked ambition and the impact of moral compromise on leadership. Herodias, though not a queen, is remembered for her role in the beheading of John the Baptist, showcasing the dark side of political intrigue and personal vendettas. In examining these narratives, it becomes evident that the Bible portrays these women not simply as one-dimensional villains but as individuals whose choices had profound consequences. Their stories offer lessons about the complexities of power, morality, and the enduring consequences of actions. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. I hope you like this video.